Hey, I really don't like the way things are heading. By Wednesday, everything is going to change and it's not going to be good. Now, there is going to be something that needs to be done. Yep, something that needs to be done. Like, seriously. Like, for real. Like, I don't want to go and just put in my ID or some shit just because some politicians from Australia and the UK wants people to submit their IDs to social media. Do they really not understand the gravity of that situation? Do they not understand that if somebody does that, there's going to be a lot of identity theft? There's going to be a lot of identity theft, and that's not cool. That is definitely not cool. Not cool at all. How is somebody going to say, hey, give us your ID, give us your bank information, basically give us your sensitive information to collect data upon you, and then YouTube goes and just pulls this shit instead of sticking up for the users? Like, seriously, I don't need this kind of crap. We don't need to be pulling this kind of crap. Honestly. Do people not see the very bad things that is happening right now? We have a shit ton of people not being happy about any of this kind of shit. Like, seriously. We have identity theft problem. And if we as people give our IDs, our social security numbers, our credit cards, our banking information, basically our addresses, and our most sensitive information, it will be fucking stolen. YouTube, help your content creators. You can't let this shit happen. This is why the FTC got onto you guys. This is why the COPPA shit happened. You're just rolling over and letting a whole bunch of people in power from another country to bully you into throwing us under the bus. It's bad enough you YouTube threw us content creators under the bus when the COPPA shit happened. Now, a lot of content creators are worried about getting banned because of AI-generated content and age verification. I am 31 motherfucking years of age. I'm genuinely 31 years old. I can't let you guys have my ID to verify how old I am. I don't want my identity to get stolen. I don't want my identity to get stolen. That's the biggest fucking issue right here. The biggest fucking issue, YouTube. Identity theft is a problem. And you allow the UK and Australia to bully you into forcing us to give our sensitive information to you? Like, seriously. Seriously. How are we as a people going to end up having our rights protected? And to you, Trump, you gotta help fight this bullshit that's going on with YouTube. If you ever want a massive number of people supporting you, Trump, help YouTube content creators fight this shit. And YouTube, don't give in to the bullying tactics of the British and the Australians. Don't give in. Fight this for all of America to have our rights being protected. A lot of users on YouTube are pissed about this. Don't roll over and let another country dictate shit. Don't let those British try to bully you. Get the fuck up, YouTube, and fight against the British. We can't let those Brits win. We can't let them have control over here. We must fight as a nation for our rights to have social media to be censorship free and free from outside influences from another country. YouTube, join the fight against this. We can't have this shit. affecting us. I'm trying to make YouTube my livelihood of making money. I'm trying to make YouTube my fucking job. I'm trying to make this a living. I don't want to have my identity stolen. That's the biggest fucking fear of content creators here in America. Once our bank information, our birth certificate, our driver's license, our state IDs, our social security numbers, and our very right to exist on the internet here in America is being attacked. And we worry about our identities being stolen. We worry. We worry. We worry about our identities getting stolen. We worry about our identities getting stolen. So ergo, I worry about getting my identity stolen. And I don't want somebody opening up a fucking account in my fucking name. I don't want that shit. I don't want my identity to be stolen. That's the problem. And if it's going to continue with that shit and go through with that shit, I'm not going to use YouTube no more. I will not use YouTube if I have to give over my most sensitive information to confirm how old I am. If I have to do that, I will not use YouTube ever again. A lot of users are just going to end up walking away from using YouTube. And let's see how that works out for you, YouTube. Just because you didn't want to stick up for your American users. You will go and bleed so much money and hemorrhage so much money because there'll be no one on the platform. No one active on the platform. And the ads will stop. You will lose a lot of money if you go and follow through with this. All those years, all those almost 20-something years, let me YouTube was founded in February 14th, 2005. YouTube is 20 years old. 20 years old. Spanning back in 2005. YouTube. For 20 years you guys have been around. For 20 years. You've been around and you haven't pulled this shit. The apocalypse. That never happened. Back when YouTube first started out. And accomplish shit. That didn't happen back in 2005. And now this, needing ID, needing to submit your ID to verify your age with AI. That shit didn't happen back in 2005. 20 years ago. And if you YouTube ain't at all gonna stick up and fight for the rights of every single person on your platform, you're throwing away 20 years of brand recognition doing this shit. Your content creators are the lifeblood of your platform. Without the content creators, YouTube would be nothing without us. If you let those Brits and those Australians have their way, they will destroy all that 20 years of brand recognition. You are basically throwing the lifeblood of your fucking cultural significance and throwing away 10 more years of brand recognition down the fucking shitter. Without the content creators are the lifeblood of you, YouTube. You can't just let the Brits win. We have to stand together as Americans. Have to fight against the British. To fight against them. You can't just let them win and try to run us off the platform and run us off the internet. You have to protect your content creators from being out of a job. You can't just throw in the towel. You have to fight against the British. Don't give in to them. A lot of us content creators on this platform of YouTube is begging you not to give in to the British's demands. We have to stand together as Americans against the British. We have to. We can't let those nasty ass British try to get one over on us. Wake up, YouTube. Have a backbone. Have a spine. Show the British you ain't their bitch. You hear me, YouTube? Show the British you ain't their bitch. That they don't own you. Don't give in to their demands. Trump, help America fight against the British. You want me back on your side? Show me that you're worthy of being America's leader. Fight against this British invasion of our rights over the internet. Show America what you're made of. We have to fight against British tyranny. We as America must fight against the British tyranny. I am calling on all content creators on this platform. We have to band together and fight for our rights. Get all those signatures written and signed and submit the very petitions. It is our responsibility as content creators to fight for our rights, signing petitions to save our very livelihoods. We must fight for our right. We must fight for our right to be content creators. This is a serious issue. A freedom of speech issue. We have to fight for our rights as American content creators on social media. We must fight against online censorship. to our American politicians, fight this! Fight online censorship! Protect the American users' rights to be content creators on the internet here in America. Fight for our rights! This is upsetting, not also me, but every single content creator out there. If we lose social media here, we lose the last bastion of freedom in this country. Now, I'm only going to say this once. To all American content creators, are you with me? We have to stand together and fight for our rights as content creators here in the West. We have to fight for our rights, lobby for our rights, and to get free speech permanentized. To have our rights of free speech here in America be aggressively protected from outside influences from other countries. We as content creators have to unite, stand together, stand strong, and not give up this fight for our freedom for our privacy, and fight for our rights of free speech on the platform, on all American social network platforms, and to all social media platforms that are American. Unite! Stand with your content creators and your online users. Fight foreign censorship. Don't let the British win. We must, as American content creators, fight for our rights, tooth and nail. I don't care if it costs us an arm and a leg. Our rights to free speech online as a nation is a hill and a mountain that a lot of us content creators that are Americans are not afraid to die on. This means war. And to the United States government, fight for the rights of all of your American content creators. I'm very passionate about free speech. Now, I'm only going to say this once. Who's going to sign those petitions? I want all Americans, signing those petitions to overturn this shit that's going to happen on the 13th of August. To overturn that shit and make this global. To show the British that America cannot be pushed around like this. to make an example of fighting for your rights. We must fight for our rights. We must stand up against this British tyranny. I am actually 31 years old. I went all of 18, all of my 20s, and all of being 30, not being told to give my ID to use social media. I went the prime of my youth. I went the prime of my youth without this shit happening. Now I'm only gonna say this once. Who the fuck is with me on fighting for our rights in this country as content creators? Get those petitions signed to overturn this Online Protection Act that is spearheaded by the UK to negatively affect us over here. Who's gonna sign those petitions? I want all of Americans, every single one of them, to sign every one of y'all's names on the petition to overturn this shit. Who's with me? We can't give up this fight for our rights as content creators. I'm very passionate about freedom. I'm all about keeping my identity safe. If we let those Brits have an inch, they'll take a whole mile. This should scare the shit out of all y'all. Enough to stand up against those British. I worry about the state of our internet. We can't give up the only bastion of freedom. We can't give it up.